It is me, Sailor Moon, and it's me, Sailor Jupiter here. Sorry for clearing up throat. And today we're going to do this one thing. Today we're going to talk about this one thing that we think needs to be talked about. Now, we probably talked about this many times, but we just go into it. Alright, so everyone probably likes to know why we never skimmed or cleaned or shifted our films and why that is. And we made many films many times talking about this. What the hell? You know? So it comes off to being, first, it takes too much time. You know, a lot of folks out there, it does take a lot of time. You know? And so if you don't have anything to do for during the day, like you don't have to go to work or go to learn, or you have no kind of housework to do or whatever the grounds might be, then fucking around or playing around with some film skimming tool might be something you'll do. Two, they're too hard to work. And I don't care how strong or how weak they are. You know, they're too hard to work. You know, it always seems to be that every time you want to work, seems to be with us. Every time we want to work with them, they never work right. You know, and they're not. And it's like these tools are nothing. There's nothing outstanding about them. I mean, oh, make your film brighter, make it darker, give you beginning, middle, and end sheet to your film, some outstanding drawing stuff. But then when you want to cut out something or put something in, that's when you're asking way too much of any of these film shifting tools, and then they either take too long to fillet anything, and it doesn't really do that much to your work. Yeah. So I forgot throat there. You're right about that, Sailor Moon. At the end of the day, we don't work the tools, because the tools we worked with were not really that good. And wish to be earnest with it. If you want to find a way to add more time to making your film, because at the end of the day, all we want to do is just make our film, upload it, fillet it, get it on YouTube, and that's it. We don't want to spend time playing around with settings. We don't want to spend time making something brighter, make it darker, putting a beginning, middle, and end sheet to it, outstanding drawings. Oh, we got to cut this out, we got to do this and that. And then yield for that to fillet before you can even upload it and fillet it to YouTube. No thank you. And let's be earnest with that. Skimming one's film or shifting one's film or cleaning one's film is a choosing. If someone chooses not to do it, then that's their own business. And folks going around always saying, oh, well, folks always going around saying, well, shifting is your friend. Well, it's not. Not our friend. It was never a friend to us. Or if it was a friend, it was a friend that had strengths or weaknesses. So, but then it wasn't a friend. It was more of a foe. Because all it's really going to do is take more time away from you to get your film up there. More time with you to play around with shit you don't want to play around with. You're right about that, Sailor. You're right about that, Sailor Jupiter. At the end of the day, we don't have all the time in the world to be playing around with some film skimming settings. And the ones that we do have aren't anything outstanding either. The YouTube one, well, that's going to no. And a VLC one, no thank you. And even in the small soft one that comes with every Windows 10 and 11 now, no No thank you. Don't have the time to deal with that kind of shit. And folks out there telling you, oh, more folks will watch your films if you do all this. Well, there's no truth to back any of it up. You know, you can do all that, and if someone chooses to watch your film, great. If they choose not to watch your film, well, that's their own business too. So, yeah. And knowing our luck, it does more to besmirch our film than it would do to help our film. Take more time away from us, make it more of a work than we want to put into it, and it's too hard to do. You know? So at the end of the day, that's why we don't cut our films or skim our films or clean our films or whatever you want to call it. You know? Because everybody keeps thinking that's what you have to do. No, you don't. If you want to, great. But you don't have to. There is no law or oversight that says you have to do that to your films. You don't. So, yeah, at the end of the day, like we say, Sailor Moon, like we say, why we don't do it. Too much time. It besmirches our films more than it helps it. And all the settings aren't really anything outstanding. Not really much to write home about. And that's why we don't do it. And if that makes our films unwatchable by some, since we don't do any of that, well, oh well. It is what it is then. If you like that film, then falls over here at Sailor Moon for life. Or what's the last film we made yesterday over here where Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars talked about I forget what we talked about yesterday, but you know, being a black sheep of Sailor Moon followership. That's what it was. We'll see you later. Bye.